It's happening. The Druid is finally here. I think my camera looks very, very warm compared to what it usually looks like. Damn. Can I actually fix that now? Or would I have to restart the entire streaming software to solve that? Probably, yeah, I would have to restart the entire streaming software, which is not fun. I wonder if I can do it separately in this. Hold on. Nothing is happening when I'm changing settings in here. Annoying. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Let's see what we can do here. Brightness, contrasts. That looks better. Hold on. Think that about that looks better. That looks better. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Okay. The entire picture is no longer orange. Success. Okay. Today's Druid Day, everybody. It's Druid Day, which is what I've been waiting for this whole time, because I played Druid in Diablo 2 for 20 years and just refused to learn other classes. So today is the day. Today is the day. I'm so excited. So let's get over here. Yes, yes. Beautiful. Now I will need to be able to see what's happening in chat and everywhere else. So let me set that up. Professional, highly professional. That's why you come to me, because oof, working hard, nothing going as it should. Beautiful. Okay. Let's do this. Druid, my boy. They are both very big. I'm still not sure why they decided to make the Druid so big. I don't think it's necessary. Jesus. Oh my lord. My man. Why are you... I don't even have to shapeshift. It's already a werewolf. Let's go medium green. Face. I usually look at Gnosis when I create characters. I don't know why. Might be because I myself have a fairly big nose, so which I'm very like not judgmental, but something I'm like, I have a fairly big nose, you know, so maybe that's something that goes into the way I create characters, where I'm like, don't want it to look too much like me. I don't know. It's always something I look at, though. Not sure why. Hairstyles. I think that's what I used on my rogue. Bald. Kind of works. It's a lot of the same ones you saw in other characters. Ponytail. There's not very many good hairstyles, though. I feel like this is the only really Druid exclusive hairstyle. but I just really don't like the way it looks around here. So I'm probably not going to use that. I'll probably go ponytail, I guess? Maybe? Ponytail or this? I'll go this one. Why not? Okay. So, no hair whatsoever. Big beard. Smaller beard. Goatee. I had this for a while. Like, before I could grow any real facial hair whatsoever, I usually just did this on the chin. I don't know what it's called, honestly. That's kind of cool, but I don't know why the hair looks so weird around the mustache area. It looks patchy and stuff, like see-through. Which is a shame because I think this might be the best beard, but just the detail of everything with like my settings, I guess, makes it look real off. So I don't know if I'll use that one, even though I probably want to use that one. Because the detail on it just looks weird. This makes me look like the villain from Mulan. I don't remember his name. I haven't seen that movie since I was a child. But I do remember thinking he was terrifying, but still loving the movie. That's about it. That's the facial hair I had on my rogue. That is barely facial hair. That is not great looking with these settings. I guess I'll go with this one then. Go basic for this. I think I want to just keep him like dark brown hair, or what's it called? Deep brown. Makeup. Do I want any makeup? I don't think so. Nah, I'm good on that front. And again, with jewelry and stuff like that, I think I'm good. I don't even really feel like I need to go through all of this because there's probably not anything that's gonna convince me. Even though this kind of like fits the vibe of the druid, I'm still probably not gonna go for it. You know. Never been much of a jewelry person. When I was real young, I wanted to have like both my ears pierced, but like as an adult, it's never appealed to me at all. So we're probably skipping that. What else? Is there any of these that could fit the vibe of a werewolf druid? That might do it. That could work. Kind of fits him, not gonna lie. I don't know why I feel like this works. I feel like this works, but I could not explain it to you if my life depended on it. That kind of works too. Where was the... Yeah, that one. Let's do this one. No extra colors or anything. Jewelry, makeup, markings. Do the original color, because I don't think it looks that different, right? Looks like more detailed, I guess. Looks wetter using the fresh blood, so maybe... I don't know, maybe that works, actually. Yeah, let's do fresh blood. Sure, why not? I wonder if names are unique in this. I have no idea so far. But I'm gonna go no cam, and actually I want to capture like the 3 or whatever cutscenes are in the beta. Well, I guess it's 2 of them only that show your character really, so I want to try and capture those with my druid. I think that'd be fun. So I'm gonna go no cam for this and the later cinematic.
Sanctuary was never meant for humankind. It was forged as a refuge from the war between the high heavens and the burning hells. Instead, it became a new battleground in this eternal conflict. A secretive group called the Haradrim has kept mortals safe. But now this once powerful order is a husk of what it was. And Sanctuary's ancient creators have returned to claim the hearts of humankind. This is the story of their downfall. I should find better shelter before I freeze.
So, bro is real chunky, huh? I don't want to keep bringing that up because it's gonna get stale real quick for everyone involved. But like, I don't like the fact that they made him look like this. Like, I get the fact that the whole like dad bod thing is really popular in pop culture and stuff like that, and the people liked the way Thor looked in God of War and stuff like that. But really, like, as a fat dude, I don't want to play a fat dude in a video game. It's that simple. Just I wish there was at least like an option to not look like this, especially when some of the artwork. Like, I actually prepared to pull up this image because of this. The fact that they posted the artwork for, like, legendary armor that looks like this. You know, the armor designs look like this, but then they decided to make the character fat. So he's not gonna look like this in this armor in the game. I think it's just a shame. I don't vibe with it. It's a choice they made. It's something I'm just gonna have to accept. But I think I don't know. The option would have been nice. I am the nocturnal alchemist because I am werewolf man. Okay. So yeah, I know people are also gonna be like, "Oh, fat shaming," stuff like that. Yo, I'm fat. It's more of a self-criticism that I would rather just not play myself in a video game, you know? I'd rather be someone else. That's why I like video games. So, it is what it is. I'm not gonna keep complaining about it. I've mentioned it now, so we don't have to talk about it more. I will, however, mention that the werewolf form is also way too big. You're about to see that. But yes. Werewolf playthrough. Straight up werewolf all the way. And I did not know that you can dual wield. Or use a one-handed weapon. Totem. I didn't see a single one of these drop last weekend. Spirit cost reduction, huh? Overpower damage. So what's my main... What's my main stats? Does it even work like that in this? Maybe it doesn't. Like, do you even have a main stat in this game? I feel like you gain equal good stuff from all of these. I guess strength is not something I have to care about, based on the fact that it's only armor. It's not intelligence, I guess. Skill damage. So I guess willpower might be my main stat. Skill damage and overpower damage, and dexterity is crit chance. So willpower and dexterity, I guess, are my go-to. Oh my god, even his run is goofy as hell. Okay, let's actually try out the werewolf. Yes. Yes. Swipe away at them. Right. You don't stay in werewolf form for some reason. How long am I in werewolf form, and why does it not tell me? Shapeshift into a werewolf, claw an enemy for 20% damage. You get the bonus from the attack speed, then you have chance to attack twice, or claw applies poison damage. Okay. Is there anything talking about staying in werewolf form? Like, where's my lycanthropy? That's bear, storm strike, wind shear, earth spike, landslide, maximum spirit. That's interesting. Such a low number, but I guess it's gonna max out at 9, right? At 3 levels. Still, I don't know if that's worth much. Basic skills generate more spirit. Your core skills cost more spirit but deal increased damage. Could be fun. Lightning storm, tornado, pulverize, which is a werebear thing. Shred is werewolf. First attack. Okay, so it does more and more damage the more you hit. So it's almost like a combo move then. Gains attack speed and heals. That's good. Third combo attack is larger and applies poison damage. Second and third attacks perform a dash. In addition, shreds critical strike damage is increased. So that's a distance, a gap closer. I guess it's the real word for it. Not name, word. So that's very good. Crit strike chance against close enemies is increased. Very nice. Movement speed while in werewolf form for 3 seconds after leaving werewolf form. But how long does my druid or my werewolf form last? Damage reduction while in werebear form. Okay, so werebear has the orange and werewolf has the purple then, I guess. Or not necessarily. I guess it's the dark orange and these are yellow, I guess. Yeah. Earthen Bulwark. There's a barrier. Cyclone armor's back, okay. I wonder if that's usable when I'm in werewolf form. Shapeshift into werewolf and howl furiously, healing you for 20% of your maximum life. And so that's the one I got a legendary drop for from one of the dungeons last weekend. Debilitating roar. Non-physical resistances. Damage reduction after using a defensive skill. Blood Howl increases your attack speed by 15% for 4 seconds. So Blood Howl is a big buff then. And this is what? Companions. Wolves. Deal 3% increased damage to distant enemies. So that's for the caster, I guess. Vine Creeper's back. I guess he poisons enemies then. Vine Strangle all surrounding enemies, mobilizing them for 2 seconds. Poison them for 10% damage over 2 seconds. Yeah, so he's just poison damage. Gain 2 spirits when transforming into human form. Okay. That seems weird. I guess that's for, like, dancing around between different types of moves. But if you're going just straight up werewolf, you don't really... Like, why would you want to leave werewolf form, if at all possible? Raven flies above you and periodically attack enemies. Okay. Swarmed with ravens, dealing damage over time. So they're just dot damage, then. Storm skills. And just a bunch of passives for the storm skills. Hurricane. Classic. Boulder. The Boulder! Love that. The Boulder actually looked really good from the early previews where people got to play at BlizzCon a few years back. The Boulder looked real good and the physics looked real fun. So I might try that out when I get there, because I'm real curious if it's still as fun. Slow stunned, increased damage. I like the little extra text that comes up underneath to describe the underlined word, like fortified. Rabies is back. Okay. Poison damage. It even has a tiny text telling you that over the not yet learned text. Like, poison damage. Shapeshift into werewolf, perform an infectious bite, dealing damage and applying additional poison damage over 6 seconds. Infected enemies spread rabies to other surrounding targets. Cool. Rabies poison damage also increases... I don't want to stand here and get AFK logged down. Rabies poison damage also increases over the lifetime of the disease, dealing 30% bonus damage at max duration. So the longer it spreads, the more damage it does. Interesting. Rabies deals its total poison damage in 4 seconds instead of 6, which is nice. That's just a flat DPS increase. Rabies spreads 100% faster. That is also very good. Watch guides come out and like... where I'm like, that is very good. And then a guide says like, this thing is shit. Like, in my mind, both of these seem like pretty good picks. I would probably go natural rabies, but I don't know. Poison enemies are slowed. Okay. That could be good for, since you're melee damage. I've seen a lot of people complain about the fact that mobs keep at a distance, and if you're a melee player, it's frustrating to deal with, but like that's... I don't get it. I'm gonna try to pay attention to that, like, playing now this weekend, because I've heard a lot of people talk about it. But for me personally, that's just... Isn't that just how the game works? Like, do you want them to just run into you as if you're a meat grinder? Like, do you want the game to just play for you? I don't know. I'm gonna try to specifically look out for that stuff this weekend. Poison enemies take additional crit strike damage. Critical strikes with werewolf skills deal 8% of their base damage as poisoning damage over 4 seconds. So, leaning heavily on the poison. Werebear, charge forward, knocking back enemies. That might be useful even for a non-bear character, honestly. Depending on how many skills I need. It's just nice movement with unstoppable on it, so like an escape thing. Okay. Petrify. Defiance. Cataclysm. Yeah, they removed all the fire abilities for Druid. I forgot about that. So it's all lightning and earth now. Lacerate. Shapeshift into a werewolf, become immune, and quickly dash 10 times between enemies in an area, dealing up to 400% damage. Oh, it's the ultimate skill. Right. And you can now be damaged and you dash between 10 targets. That sounds kind of cool. When shapeshifting skill transforms you into a different form, it deals 5% increased damage. Shapeshifting fortifies you for 1% base damage. Upon shapeshifting into a werewolf or werebear, gain damage reduction against elites for X amount of seconds. Okay. Oh, and these are key passives. Okay, interesting. I don't think we can get here in the beta because max level is 25, but let's look at all these. I'm still sick, by the way. Like, remnants of being sick are still, like, stuck in my system. So I still have, like, phlegm and stuff like that, and my nose is still stuffed. Good times. It's been 4 weeks, I think, soon. Your storm skills grant 2 spirit and deal 20% increased damage when damaging a vulnerable, immobilized, or slowed enemy. Okay. Casting earth skills has a 20% chance to trigger a free storm skill of the same category. Nice. What class you on? Oh, I didn't see you in the chat. Hi. I am on the Druid, as you can see, with my percentage of occupied screen just based on his complete mass. Casting a storm skill has 20% chance to trigger a free earth skill of the same category. It is a chunky boy. He looks like Thor in God of War Ragnarok. It's about the same scale. Lucky hit, damaging enemy with earth skills has 5% chance to restore all your spirits. Cause your attacks to be guaranteed crit strikes for 5 seconds. Increased by 10%. Increase crit strikes if target stun, immobilize, or knock back. Okay. Every 6th werewolf skill hits critically strikes and deals 60% increased damage. I like that. After being a werewolf for 2.5 seconds, gain 20% attack speed for 15 seconds. Okay. After being a werebear for 2.5 seconds, deal 20% increased damage for 15 seconds. This is kind of chunky. Kind of big. Gain 20% additional max life while in werebear form for 3 seconds after leaving werebear form. While healthy, deal 30% increased damage. I don't know why you would pick that one. But I might be dumb for even just saying that. 2 choices are bear and wolf. You can go werebear, werewolf, storm attacks, and earth attacks. And storm and earth are magic. So you can be a caster or a melee range. Werewolf is more focused on either just dashing around, quickly dealing damage with high attack speed, or doing a poison build with rabies. While werebear is more like a bit tanky, a bit more stun, immobilizing enemies, and just chipping away at them. I've never been much of a werebear player, even in Diablo 2. I've always just gone for werewolf. But I don't understand why I go werewolf and then, like, what, 2-3 seconds go by? And I'm back to human. Just let me stay as a werewolf. And the fact that the werewolf is, like, basically the Hulk in a pelt. Like, he's so big. even as a werewolf. I feel like so much of the game is just based on the fact that there's gonna be console players, so everything has to be big. Like, everything has to be able to be identified and seen at a distance from a TV. So they're like...
Should clear up when the storm has passed.
So they're like, make the werewolf as big as possible so that you can easily see it from the comfort of your couch. While I'm like, please, zoom out my camera by 15% and make my werewolf slimmer. It's, yeah.
Another abandoned town. Demons everywhere. Fangs in the dark. Gah!
Gah.
He bit me!
Careful! He's a wild one.
The opening screen looked dope on a 70-inch screen, though. I can imagine. It's pretty big. Add options to zoom out. Does it need to be all or none? Yeah, I mean, yeah, an option is the best way to go about just anything with this stuff. It's always better to just have options than choosing one of the two. I agree with that.
What's it to you?
Oswin, hush! I'm sorry, Wanderer. You've come at a difficult time. This madman just stumbled into town and started causing trouble.
Really?
Demons spilling from the ruins. Kill us all! Kill us all! Ruins? What is he talking about?
Come, I'll explain.
Is the druid voiced by Sarfang from WoW? He sounds so much like him.
There is evil staring in the ruins to the north.
If so,
That poor monk back there
that's
must have gone
awesome.
inside.
If that's the case.
Even a holy man like him was driven mad by whatever he saw.
Like, listen to this. He sounds so much like Sarfang. I think I actually have a conversation, like dialogue in this, so I think this is him.
Could you protect us from whatever is out there? We have nowhere else to turn.
The evil stirring in those ruins is an affront against nature. I will make things right.
Truly? Oh, thank you.
I don't know if it is him, but damn if it doesn't sound like him. Chance to attack twice. How's performance? Sir seems to be handling. So far, I haven't been on for that long. But so far it seems to be fine. But hey, that can change any moment. I haven't been keeping up with the subreddit or anything, so I haven't seen what people are saying. There we go. Already doing poison damage. And as I've been doing with all my characters, I've been going with an alchemist title. So since I'm a werewolf, this is my nocturnal alchemist. And I'm very proud of that. Because it's so dumb. Would you be mad if I went Druid on beta? Hell no, you do you, man. You play whatever you want. So that movement speed is just straight up for all the werewolf movement. That could be kind of fun. Okay. Shred. It's gonna give me some more movement later on. Search the depths of Ice Howl Ruins. Like, why am I moving around just holding a brick? It's a very interesting choice. Okay, so Shred is actually like an AoE as well. Because I had both of those guys at the same time, so that's very nice. You can choose male, female, on all classes. Yep. It is dealer's choice. Whatever you want. But if you don't call them body type 1 and body type 2, Blizzard will cancel your account. So keep that in mind. But maybe they only did that for WoW. I think they're actually called male and female in this. I don't know. Who cares? Where is the boss room? Is it possibly at the end, where I have to place 2 orbs in a holder? A lot of games switching to body type thing now. Yeah, I mean, it's... doing it that way, you don't have to, you know. Ultimately means nothing, but yeah, I mean, it's better to, like... It's safer to just switch it, so you don't have to deal with that at all from like either side, really. I don't really have a horse in that race whatsoever, so I'm not gonna pretend that it matters to me, really. Yeah, I mean, as long as people are happy, feel safe, then I guess that's, like, ultimately the best thing. So, I mean... yeah. Whatever. Okay. Where is this boss man? He's up here, right? Can you be a spell druid? Yeah, if you go Earth and Storm. Earth and or Storm, I guess. You don't have to do both. But you can be a caster, yes. Okay, here we go. Boss. Let's listen to this good song. I remember this song being really good. Just eating the hits. Why am I doing that? Well, this sure is taking a long time compared to doing the Sorcerer. Because when you did the Sorcerer run on this, you just destroyed this guy.
I'm not ready yet.
Sounds so much like Sarfan.
I do not have enough spirit. I'm low on spirit. I must wait a moment.
Ugh. Yeah, comparatively to playing Sorcerer, that took an eternity. The blue crack on your health bar, is that the debuff thing you couldn't find? Yeah, I guess it's like vulnerable states, I guess is what happens there, but I'm not entirely sure, honestly. Damage to close enemies, that's probably worth it. So let's do that. At least starting to look more like a druid. Everyone has that same starting armor and looks a bit goofy. Poison damage or dash to enemies. We're definitely doing that. I think the blue crack on the health bar is the vulnerable debuff, but I don't know what vulnerable does really. Sorry for the 1,000 questions. Don't worry about it. It's hard playing for hours where you just have to figure out something to talk about. So it's much easier when you have some report with whatever's being typed in chat. So
The old ruins are clear. Your town should be safe now.
Truly. Ha! By the light, you are heaven sent. Oh, I'm so sorry. We haven't any coin to offer. But we have hot stew, good company, and...
Stay for a pint.
Wash out the taste of the stew.
We'd be honored if you'd join us.
we would be honored if you would join
Our
us.
savior.
Where's that from? I feel like I've heard someone say that line, but I do not remember where I've heard it. Uh-oh. Should not have trusted the villagers. So, I guess the Druid is the first character that actually, like, fills out the entire cart. Feel bad for that guy's back. Don't just spit like that. You're gonna need all the moisture that you have if you're getting a workout. I saw my corpse, and from my mouth crawled hatred. A father burned his children on a pyre, and a mother molded a new age from the ashes. I saw the weak made strong, a pack of lambs feasting on wolves. Tears of blood rained on a desert jewel, and the way to hell was torn asunder. Then came a spear of light, piercing hatred's heart, and he who was bound in chains was set free. Rothma's prophecy. I'm sure that's not gonna have any plot relevance or be like cherry-picked phrases from for some people's specific needs in this story. He's bigger than the Barb? Yes. Absolutely he is. The Barb is all muscle. I think this guy ate his brother. Speaking of.
By mother's blood, by mother's body, so shall you witness her glory.
Love that cut.
Before
So good.
you die.
It's a very clever cut because they don't have to animate him putting the petals into your mouth. So it's close to your mouth, it cuts to her, then it cuts back and they're gone out of his hand. So it's clever. It's crazy Decker Kane.
The whole damned village! Get up! Get up! We have to fight our way out!
Good guy, Joseph. Yeah, absolutely.
May the light
He saved my bacon. Or the whole pig, in this case.
Lost souls! All of you!
Ah! Yes. Vani. It's the main one.
You are blessed
Nope.
like us now.
Nope.
That was all of them.
Oh, wow.
Right willing.
The big axe. What do I look like with a big axe? Oh, hell yeah. The lag isn't optimal, but genuinely, this is the best look for the druid so far, holding a giant axe. It looks very Viking-like, but I mean, it's a druid, so that's not really what we what we're going for here. He's supposed to be more Celtic. Yeah, I can lose the damage to close enemies for the flat damage increase. I think that's fine. So now that we've left the Heinz ketchup facility they have going here, let's go see what else they want us to do. You're the madman from the shed.
Madman. Those heretics drugged me after I returned from the ruins. Just like you.
Like
I
you.
came to my wits and escaped. Tried to get inside the chapel, but it was locked and...
Nice.
What manner of evil is this? Petals? Of blood?
Of blood.
They must have fed them to me.
That sounded a
Blasphemous
lot
ritual.
like Saurfang.
How did they learn this? Perhaps
I
the
wish they would
answer
just release
lies
the
in
cast
chapel.
list, but they can't
They
because
kept it
spoilers.
locked up for a reason. The key might be on that woman who was leading them.
I hope it is a Saurfang voice actor because I loved his work in WoW. And I want to see him do more stuff, play more characters. Because, like, yeah, he could just keep playing Saurfang forever, but I want to see him do more stuff. You like your ketchup lumpy? What the hell? That's the most cursed thing I've heard. Lumpy? I mean, I guess they preferred their ketchup chunky, so
Only fire can cleanse
you're not
the
in
darkness
poor
in this
company with
place.
this town, I guess.
Have a look inside, but hurry. I will prepare the torch.
Dude, you're gonna need every torch you can get your hands on. This place is
Blood
cursed.
Like the ones I was fed. Is this real?
I don't know, man. Is it? Oh. Must be really frustrating, like pulling that rope and having to wait for such a long time before the bell dings the first time. Damn you, physics. Alright, dude. Try to save them.
Shameful.
Yes, Steve
Our
Bloom.
Father has granted you a path to salvation.
I've talked a lot about Steve
And
Bloom
yet,
this
you
week, so it's
stray
really
from
funny
it
that he shows up
at
here as the
every
priest.
opportunity. You drink and gamble. You covet and steal. Shameful.
Ah. What could possibly go wrong? That seems all natural.
Sin is their birthright. My children. The
The lords of hell are coming to devour our world. Salvation lies not in the light,
Hold on tight to that book, my dude.
but in you. The faith has taught you to deny your heart's desire and turned you into a prisoner within yourself.
The creaking when she walks is really scary.
Break the chains and discover who you were meant to be. Break the chains.
Love that when
and
the
be beautiful
image disappears in the ice.
in sin.
Resist! Resist her temptation!
That still doesn't attach to her hand when she hits him. It
Vani,
hovers a bit.
it's me. I brought your child into this world.
And now they are taking you out of it. It's a pretty aggressive cutscene. I don't know what you mean. I've never felt this safe in my life.
They have awakened, Mother.
Elias.
The first of many. Go to the dry steps and continue your preparations. Now, our true work begins.
The creaking when she walks. It's so scary.
You came to thank the light.
She looks cool. That is the most collected and calm description I've heard of her. People have been going crazy for her character design. Like, real crazy for her character design. Yeah, kind of like that. That is about what people have been saying, yeah. Yeah, you've about summarized all of the go-to ones that I've seen.
You collapsed inside. I thought the darkness had swallowed you. I dragged you here and put this cursed place to the torch.
Yep.
What happened to you in there? I saw a vision. A horned demon. She said the lords of hell are coming. She wanted to help the people survive. Help them? She called them her children. And they welcomed her like a mother. Mother?
They have been calling her mother ever since the reveal.
It cannot be. I must report to the cathedral.
Listen, there is a hermit to the northeast. A man of questionable loyalty, but he knows of the forbidden. He might be useful to us.
Bring him to the cathedral in Kiovashad, and you will be in the light's favor.
Step Lilith, no. Exactly. It's, I mean, the first thing someone calls her, like the first thing someone says to her face when she shows up in the cinematic is Blessed Mother. So, I mean, the word mother has just been thrown around every single time she's been in everything in this. The dude in the cinematic? Yeah, which I think is the same dude that was in the wearing a hood in the cinematic we just saw. I think he's the same one that welcomes her through the I guess the placenta triangle thing from the opening cinematic, which is oh so wonderful. She is the human mom. She is, yeah. It absolutely makes sense. It's just that it's interesting that they've opened up a door for the entire internet to just go around calling her mommy because they've chosen to call her mother every single step of the way to launch. Gotta go a message when I can jump on. Excited to see Daddy. Daddy's interesting, I'll tell you. You go enjoy your food. Well. I got turned into a frost wolf for a second there. Nothing of note. It is a basement that looks exactly like every other basement in the game. I like the way the sweeps feel on Claw. Why is it called Claw? Oh, had some desync there. Scary. I saw the Q flash before my eyes. Haven't been that scared in a long time. But yeah, the claw attack feels like, it feels chunky. You feel every hit, which is nice. Oh, slow. Oh no. That's the most cursed enemy design I think I've seen in almost any game. The one where the corpse stands up and there's a spider inside of it that just controls him. Some absolutely cursed stuff. Shred's second and third attacks also perform a dash. In addition, Shred's critical strike damage is increased by 20%. Yes, give that to me, please. Then we either go for... Yeah, no, we don't either go for Blood Howl or anything else than that. We go for Blood Howl. That's the next attack. Absolutely, we do. I have all these, so don't have to worry about that. Wait, how many dungeons are there in the beta? Hold on. 23 dungeons out of like, what, 150 something? So hopefully there are other dungeon designs later on in the game. Boy can dream.
Road's blocked. Should clear up when the storm has passed.
Yes, yes. New tunic. That looks wild. Let's do this just for the sake of the cutscene that I'm about to walk into.
Is anyone here? What are you hiding back here?
Short fangs, young, freshly turned, an easy kill, further south than the others. They're spreading.
Is he talking about werewolves? Should I be scared?
If you're going to trespass into my home, rifle through my things, then at least have the decency to join me for supper. I'm bloody hungry.
That's quite the story.
I wish it wasn't true, but it is. Why did I have that vision?
Thank those friendly villagers. They gave you the blood of Lilith.
The blood of a demon.
Not just any demon. The daughter of hatred. The mother of sanctuary. She was banished ages ago. But this world is her creation. It was prophesied she would come back.
What does she want?
That's the question. Sanctuary has always been trapped amid the eternal conflict. A war between angels and demons. But Lilith serves neither side. She has her own plans for us.
And me? Am I corrupted?
Not sure yet. But you two share a connection. What will you do about it?
Use it. Find out what she's after.
Good. Then we're in this together. Rest while you can. Then we'll start in Kiovashad. If we can't stop Lilith, we'll all be damned.
Alright. I think there's only one more cutscene that I'm going to turn off my camera for, so... That's a while from now, so we should be fine. I feel like the beta's running better. Maybe the GeForce drivers they released helped, but I feel like it runs better on the stream as well, which is nice to see. I have been starting to order. I've started to order a bunch of new parts for my PC though, so when this actually comes out, I'll be on a way better rig than I am now. And that's going to make it easier for me to stream all the Final Fantasy stuff as well. So, looking forward to that a lot. I think I'm only missing... Like, I have the graphics card, power supply, motherboard, and RAM. So I'm currently missing chassis, processor, and the C drive to get it going. So but that I should be able to get my hands on all that stuff within like a week or two. So that's very exciting for me to finally upgrade for the first time since like 2016. It's gonna be nice. This computer has served me well, but the rendering times for videos now and just the choppiness on stream is just, it's too much. It's time. Time to upgrade. Yeah, it's a pretty clean look. I wonder why everything I'm finding is red, but I'm not complaining. It looks good. A statue. May light of Father Inarius down upon all weary travelers of this holy land. Turn your face towards its radiance and find strength renewed. I guess it's what this is saying. I don't know if I read that correctly, but I think that's what it said. What is this statue?
The angel Inarius.
Oh!
I'm sure you've heard the cathedral.
Uh-oh, it says reconnecting at the top
father.
left.
Well, he's real. An angel walks among us.
An angel?
And when he learns that Lilith is here, blood will flow. They are ancient enemies. They'll drag the whole damn world into their feud unless we can stop it.
Interesting.
That's
Why
not
does
linear.
it say this?
Kiovashad lies just ahead.
Reconnecting to Diablo 4? That's scary, man. Am I gonna get rolled back? Am I gonna get put back in the queue? Will I be safe?
Hold. To enter the city, you must
We
first...
have no time for this.
What's this about?
To enter Kiovashad, you must perform a cleansing ritual.
No
Meaningless
time.
gesture, but some people take comfort in it.
How dare you?
Just let him through, lad. I've tried for years to get Lorath to do the ritual.
Fine, but this one stays.
I'll meet you inside.
Take a piece of holy cedar wood from the shrine and inscribe it with the sin which troubles you. Then, cast it into the brazier. As the fire burns the wood, so too will the light burn away your sin.
I'm the same size as the oversized guards in armor. Fear, anger, pride, greed. I remember 2 of these from Full Metal Alchemist, but I will inscribe nothing.
This is a waste of time.
Did you say something?
No. Oh no, you misheard. Everything's fine here. How are you? It is done.
Good. You must feel as though a great weight has been lifted from you.
I feel wonderful. Thank you.
Welcome to Kiovashad.
Maybe they will add the monk to this game. He should be from this region, right? Oh! Oh! Rubber banding and roll back? What's happening?
So, what did you write on a little piece of wood? I bet you didn't write anything at all. Wouldn't blame you. Well, it matters little, I suppose.
A horse. Are you going somewhere?
I'm off to the dry steppes in search of that pale man from your vision.
The pale man,
I must
Elias.
know what part he plays in all this. But first, I need you to retrieve something of mine while I finish my negotiations. A merchant in the center of the city has it. Just tell him I sent you.
Your weapon from Diablo 3, I take it.
Tattoos, sway back, cloudy eyes. This poor thing is practically crowbait.
With what you're paying, you're lucky she has 4 legs.
That poor horse. Kiovashad. Hello. Lorath sent me.
Ah, so the old man's finally decided to buy it back. Knowing him, he didn't mention coin, did he?
If
he wants his weapon,
Buck.
he need to pay.
I will buy this.
Wait. The old man sold me this too. He said he didn't need it anymore, but I think he'd want it back all the same.
Oh,
No
yeah.
charge.
You mean this Horodric signet? Shows wear from years of use, perhaps as a badge of office. Hello, blacksmith. Guess this is the only thing that looks... that has a different look from previous items. But I will still disassemble everything.
Came apart nicely.
I don't know if I needed that chest piece or not. I forget. Either way, it's gone. I don't like the fact that this is at the top left. I feel like everything I'm doing right now is just gonna go to waste. Tell me of Inarius.
The cathedral loves to go on about him. His imprisonment in hell, his valiant escape, his glorious return here, the world he created. But they never mention how being tortured in hell for a few millennia turned you into an arse.
Rubber banding and a new Diablo. What year is this? It seems to happen once every 10 years, just about. So I guess it's dealer's choice. There's a lot of rubber banding going on, though. I hope they can get that fixed for launch. But I mean, that's why we're playing these weekends. I think they can make it work.
There was a prophecy, yes. It foretold the rise of the primevals, the return of Lilith and Inarius, the doom of our world. Inarius adopted the prophecy for his own selfish purposes. Put it in the Cathedral of Light's gospel, and made it seem like he would be the hero to save us.
Yeah. He basically cherry-picked one line out of the entire prophecy and like, hey, that's me! I will be the savior! What were the villagers doing in those ruins?
Sacrificing. Summoning demons.
Haven't you read
Honoring
Berserk?
all the wonderful gifts that Lilith gave them.
You know what they were doing in that cave. I had to pay for your weapon.
Apologies.
He also gave me this amulet. What is it?
Sounds so much like
The Mark of the
Sarfang.
Herald.
It has to be Sarfang.
An ancient order of scholars and mages, sworn to protect Sanctuary from demons. These days, we are few in number. There is another Haradrim, Donan. His breadth of knowledge about demons is equal only to his hubris.
Sounds like fun. Lorath
Sounds
looks
like he could help us.
so much like Diablo 1 Deckard Cain
You
in
should
this
seek
scene.
him out in Skosglen. But don't forget about the cathedral. They'll be expecting you, and they might prove to be useful allies too.
You're not coming with me?
I'm going to the Dry Steppes to find out who that pale man is. Join me when you can, just be careful. Your ties to Lilith, the visions you see. You are the key to finding her and stopping whatever she has planned.
Aight.
Sometimes our paths in life are set to collide. We just don't know it. Whether it is by accident or fate's hand, there is nothing we can do about it. The Wanderer lost in the storm.
Don't call me that.
Fed the blood of Lilith.
Don't call me the Wanderer.
Saved by a lone monk. Different lives and incidents drawn together. By what? Destiny? Or some greater power pulling the strings? I did not know. But at the time, I thought I had the chance to protect humanity from the daughter of hatred. The Wanderer's connection to her gave me hope.
Don't call me that.
Imagine that.
Wow. That's the opening done. It still says reconnecting to Diablo 4. I wonder if... Oh boy, sliding. Rubber banding. I wonder if we can see different people, is what I was about to say before that started happening. Because I feel like if I can see other people walk around, I'm probably fine, right? Yeah. You have people walking around here. At least some of them. So I guess I should be fine. But I might do a leave game and then rejoin just for the sake of not having this reconnect thing hang around at the top all the time. Whoa. Oh yeah, the legendary items use a base item and then put stuff on top of it quite a few times. That's cool. That's fun. And this is also a legendary then. But I guess it doesn't use another thing as a base unless it's something that I just haven't found. I like that. Oh man, I like that. Oh wow. That's also kind of cool. Yeah, that's pretty decent. But yeah, we're going this easy. This is cool, but this super nice. fur-lined. So that's just a base item look. That's cool. This looks like something for a shaman in WoW. Those are kind of clean. Like those. Gloves. Covering not the hands. Gauntlets, fur-lined. So these are the ones that go together with this chest piece. Fits fairly well. I like that it's open fingers. I like those. I'll rock the ones actually tied to the chest piece. Okay, see, those can go with the legendary chest piece I have. Pants. Or are both of these named pants? Strange. High belt. So that's the one that goes with this. Interesting. I do like the look of that. I do think I prefer this one though. Can I do a different color? That ooh. That looks good. That matches very well. I guess all of these matches pretty well when you do the brown color, but this looks real good. Now it looks like I have two different pelts on as well, which could look dumb, but I think it actually works. You have the sharp toes on this one. That's fun. Fur-lined boots. So these are the ones that go with this. Not big fan of those, actually. Ooh. Exceptional boots. I do like those. I think we'll do that. In that color. Yeah. So what axe choices do we have here? It's very ornate. Lumber axe. Yep, we're doing that one. It's very clean. Back slots. That's gonna be used for a little wolf pup in a few months. Nothing in the offhand. Alright, let's save that. Wait, hold on. I missed the most important part because I don't have a helmet yet. Crap. The most important part of any druid look is the way the pelt looks. I am liking this look though. I'm really satisfied with the way this character looks so far. You know, ignoring my one big complaint that I keep bringing up.
Well, perhaps.
I think I actually have a helmet in the chest, now that I think about it. I have quite a few, actually. Okay. This one is more armor. This one is more stuff that I care about stat-wise, but guess we'll do this. So that's officially my first druid helmet. Not the first one that's dropped for me, mind, but it's the first one I've equipped. So we are officially in the game, so to speak. We're doing this. I might actually take the ones I got from this quest because they have movement, some movement speed and a bit of strength on them. I think that's worth changing there. Not gonna use... Why can I not use... Oh, level 10. Okay. This one's what? Level 4? Okay. Take this one, I guess. Why not? 4% to life, which is the same as the one I have in here, which is the max roll on that item, but keep that. Let's actually check out the different druid pelts, because this is the most important part of any druid, like I said. So, start with the unequipped look. Coven's Cowl. It's like the basic cap from Diablo 2, but with horns on it. Can respect that. Etched helm. Moving on. I'm not a big fan of that one. That looks goofy. It's not my thing, but I can see why it would be appealing. That one's great. That one's just like the entire fur-lined armor set. Just, it looks great. So big points for that. And I guess this is what happened to the antlers helmet from Diablo 2. I hope there's one that actually reminds me of the antlers one. Oh, interesting. That was kind of cool. But I do hope there's one that actually looks like a big elk, you know, not just a leather cap with horns on it, but like the actual antler helmets from Diablo 2. I do like this one. It's very cool. Strider's Crown. Looks fine. It's a minimalistic design around the face, but then you have the massive horns on it, which is kind of cool. Sturdy Hood. I don't know. It doesn't really do much for me as far as the like Druid fantasy look, but I guess it's fine. I like the color matching on it. Sounds pretty neat. Weathered cover. Looks kind of cool. I don't mind that. But we are going with this for sure. So let's save that right away. And that's my Druid for the beta, I guess. I don't think there's going to be any more like crazy things showing up for me. Unless I want to go gamble at the vendor for some sweet chest pieces or helmets and stuff like that. Which, to be fair, I most likely will spend a lot of time trying to collect as much of that as possible. To just see what I can get, you know? I don't have the Occultist, but I guess we could do a dungeon just to get a power and unlock him. So I can actually start testing out, like throwing some rare helmets in there and see what we can get. How fares the city guard? Yes, I will fix. My character looks drastically better, and it happened real fast.
The beast lives within you.
Sounded a lot like Sarfang. At this point, I'm almost convinced it's him. Sounds so much like him.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Impressive.
Let's see. Barbarian, and then nothing on those two. I think I'll go... do I want to go back there? Could do this while I'm down there. I think I did all the Druid ones on my other character. So I don't think it's worth looking out for a Druid one. I'll start heading south. I'm gonna check on something first, so I'll be back in like a minute or two. But we'll continue south when I'm back.
The beast lives within you. Thank you. beast lives within you.
Alright. I am back. Let's see here. Just gonna send a text real quick. There we go. Alright. Alright. Now we have nothing else for the rest of the day, so now it's just uninterrupted play until I collapse or finish the story for the beta, whichever comes first. Okay. Why is it still saying reconnecting? I'm just gonna rubber band for a bit, and then when I get back into town, I'm gonna do the leave game and go back in just to be sure. This is why we beta test, people. There's probably so many people playing right now. Interesting, okay. So if I do leave game... This is a huge gamble, by the way, that I might not be able to come back in. We'll see. Oh, this kind of looks like the wolf that showed up in the intro cutscene. Interesting. I wonder what the deal is with that one. Yep, huge mistake. Crap. Oh boy. Huge mistakes were made. Is there a queue? That was unfortunate. 120 minutes. Well. And here I was saying, now it's just uninterrupted gameplay for the rest of the evening. According to this, I'll be back on at 9:42 p.m. So that's fun. Should I just wait until tomorrow? I actually might. I might just leave this queue for now and just keep going tomorrow. Because I wake up fairly early. And I might just do that instead because... Like, I'm not going to be able to sit here for 2 hours and just do nothing while this is loading. Like, I'm not going to be able to sit here and speak into the ether for 2 hours doing nothing. Because it's not like I can run any other game while this is happening in the background. So I might either just turn off the stream now and go live when this is done loading, or I go offline for the day and just go live early tomorrow instead. Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably just go live tomorrow instead. This is not gonna... Like, this is 2 hours. That's crazy. And here I was thinking I would try the beta. Yeah. Yeah. I got a good hour and 20 minutes out of it. Until it betrayed me horribly. Yeah, I'll probably just keep playing tomorrow instead. It's probably better. I'll go back to playing something else instead. And I don't have a capture card, so won't be streaming that. Well, I guess that's today was a short one, so I guess that's it for me today. I'll be back on tomorrow at like, I don't know, 10 a.m. something like that. 9 a.m., 10 a.m. to actually get to play when the US is sleeping. I think that's the play. Well, thank you all so much for watching and hanging out. And thank you to the people who watch this VOD later on YouTube. It's been fun. I liked the Druid. I liked what I saw. Some good variety in the abilities fairly early on. I like the fact that the poison shows up in the build like at level 3 or 4. It's kind of cool. I didn't expect that, but it's a nice little twist to it. I appreciate it. And yeah, I look forward to coming back to this tomorrow because I'm not about to sit here for 2 hours and do nothing. Not happening. Well, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.